From the Borough at Athletic Park in Wausau, Wisconsin, it's Chucking It Up with Eric and Dan.
Welcome back to Chucking It Up.
Yeah, welcome back. We got a great episode for you today. We got an interview with a fan favorite, Mr. Northwoods, Max Galvin, which is great. We all know how much we Woodchuck fans love Max Galvin. We tried to get him on for a while, and we finally did it. It's a great interview. And yeah, the season has kicked off, so we're going to just run through the first week here, every game a little bit. And we know you don't want to hear from us. You want to hear from Max. So we'll run through those games and then get you off to the Max Galvin interview.
Yep, but we got to keep you up to date on the Chucks in case you missed out. So we'll start with game one. It was May 26th on Monday, this past Monday. They beat the Kenosha Kingfish 3-0. The winning pitcher was Riley Schrader, and Reese Clapp got the save. A nice way to start the year.
Yeah, and a friend of the pod, Sam Nitsky, got the start. I don't remember how many innings. Yeah, I think he pitched four or five.
4 innings. I think he was right off the line for the win.
Yeah, like 4 shutout innings, looked great. Didn't get the dub, but still looked great. And yeah, started the season off with a W, which is always a good way to go.
And then we head off to game two, Kenosha again. We had a two-game set to start the year in Kenosha, and we lost 2-3 in a heartbreaker on a wild pitch. I was gutted, and I wasn't even playing. I had nothing to say after it. It was just one of those heartbreakers where you just stare at the TV.
Yeah, it doesn't always go your way, and that one didn't go the Woodchuck's way, but yeah.
It was actually one of the craziest finishes I've seen. So the winning run was on first when the wild pitch happened, and then the catcher lost it, just couldn't find it, and the guy got all the way around from first on a wild pitch. That's how gut-wrenching it was.
Yeah, and I mean, it sucks, but stuff happens, and
got to move on.
You got to regroup and move on. A lot of games for a reason, so.
And then we went to game 3 against the Rafters of Rapids, and it was an all-out duel. 24 runs put up by each team, and the Chucks were clawing back the whole game. And they just couldn't quite get there, and we lost 11-13.
Yeah, again, like, it's not always going to go your way. And, yeah, we showed that offense that if you're watching the games this season, you've seen we have. But just didn't have enough that game. But, again, you just move on and keep her going.
And then we opened it up at the Borough for game 4. They were back home against Rapids again, another 2-game set. And we flipped the script. Won 12-3. The winning pitcher was Carter White. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, and struck out 6. It was a great outing from Carter White. It was good to see.
Yeah, and if you were there for opening night, that Thursday, it was electric. The vibe was there. And, yeah, the Chucks showed up, again, scoring double-digit runs.
And, we had over 1,200 people there, too. I was proud of us, so we packed the Borough.
Yeah, for sure.
Good to see.
Everyone's showing up. And then, again, I want to give a special mention to the PA announcer, Tucker. If you were there, his first WASA of the year, he held that baby out. I don't know the exact time. We didn't time it, but I didn't think he was going to stop. That was incredible.
And he's also on Instagram. Check it out. He posted a video of it. It's wild.
He brought his A game for the home opener. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. And Tucker is the man. That was incredible. Woodchucks brought it on the field then. And, yeah, great night for the home opener at the Borough. Absolutely.
So then we had Friday night, May 30th. The Rockers were in town, and fortunately we lost a close one, 4-6.
And again, like, yeah, we were in the game. It just didn't work out. But this is also a newer group of guys. So they're still working on getting to know each other and just getting that chemistry down. So still working those kinks out. And, yeah, I'm sure we'll see them, get that figured out as the season goes on.
I think we saw that today, but we'll get to that in a little bit here.
Yeah. Right.
And then we had May 31st, Saturday. We had a win against the Rockers again. So it's been a theme here that we split. We got to start sweeping some of these teams. We won 6-3. Riley Schrader, he picked the win up on Monday. He's 2-0 now. And the local kid, Keegan Jerschley, hit a bomb out to left. And Reese Clapp got save number 2 on the year. So it was a good Saturday.
Yeah, Keegan's home run was the first home run of the season for the Chucks. So, yeah, we're having trouble winning 2 in a row. But as you all know,
Until today.
that changed
June
today
1st.
in a big way.
Huge. The Dock Spiders came to town. And it was a bad day to be a Dock Spider. Sam Nitsky got the W, pitched great. We had home runs from SJ. And while we're on SJ, that dude has provided a highlight, I think, in every single game of the year, especially at home. It's a no-fly zone out there with SJ, like literally a no-fly zone. Shout out to him. He showed some pop today with his first home run. Anthony Quigley added a home run. And the score, this is correct, 20, I'll say that again, 20 runs to 2 Chucks.
Yeah, and if you were there today, there was a 10-run 8th inning, and you can't even put 10 runs on the digital scoreboard at Athletic Park. They had to reset it to 0. Absolutely incredible.
Everybody looked good from top to bottom. The whole lineup was swinging the stick. We're off to a 4-3 start. Dylan Schlotterback, he's batting .407, 12 stolen bases, 12 for one guy. I thought SJ was the leader until I looked. Dylan, 12, and 8 RBIs. SJ himself, though, besides the defense, he's batting .360 on the year, 8 stolen bases. So between 2 Chucks, that's 20 stolen bases. Some teams probably don't even have that. And SJ's adding 9 RBIs. And Easton Bryant's came on this weekend. He's batting .353. So good start for those 3 guys. And the whole team. We're over 500 now. We started a win streak. We got Fond du Lac tomorrow in Fond du Lac.
Yeah. And we're only 7 games into the season. And like Eric said, SJ's had some incredible defensive plays every game.
They don't learn.
Basically every game this season, you think teams would learn, don't hit it to him, but they haven't, and he's continues to make them pay. Had a great catch against the wall today.
And I hope they don't learn, but if you're a guy that's running after the ball's been hit, you got to tag up, okay? Tag up. This guy today was on third. I don't even think he knew SJ caught it. It's a no-fly zone.
And yeah, if you're playing the Northwoods League, you might want to make sure that you know how many outs there are. And yeah, we talked to him after the game, SJ after the game, and if you know, he cut his dreads off, and he agrees it's made him a little more aerodynamic in the field and a little quicker on the base pass, and the stats show that. So,
yep. So I think we're just gonna go up from here. Corey was jacked after the game. We talked to him too. He was ready. The team's excited. I just think the vibe's just gonna keep going up. So we're away for 1 on Fond du Lac on Monday, and then we're back in the borough for 2 against Royal Oak. It's a team we don't play very often, so get out and see Royal Oak, the Leprechauns. And then Thursday, Friday, the team down south comes north.
Let's go.
And then those games are always fire. The team down south fans, I don't credit them often, but they travel, we travel, it's legit. So,
and and if you need a little extra motivation, you shouldn't, but if you do need a little extra motivation to get out this week to a game, not only is the team down south coming in Thursday, but it's also jersey night. So I think the first 500 fans get a jersey, so show up early, get that jersey. And yeah, let's root on the Chucks against that team down south. And yeah, one more thing about today, like, first of all, 20 runs, which is insane. Like 20 runs, that's not a typo. We're not saying that wrong. 20 runs. But another thing, the starting pitcher, we love all the Chucks. We love everything about the Chucks, but
We love all the support. It's been
Yeah.
big this week. I
Yeah.
didn't expect it to be off the wall. It's been off the wall. Players are great. They're loving us. We love it.
Yeah, we got there Thursday for opening night, first game at the Borough, and yeah, the love was crazy. We did not realize how
Shout
many
out to
people.
Mariah, the social media girl for the Chucks. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Chucks, great hire. That's a big W.
Yes.
Mariah's got the social media team rocking.
And we knew people were listening. We knew people were supporting, but we did not know truly how far we've reached and how many people were supporting this podcast, which is
Corey
awesome.
was right. Another thing he called, he said this is going to reach farther than you think.
Yeah.
Corey, you had a lot of good predictions on your interview.
So yeah, that makes us just two Woodchucks fans wanting to talk about the Woodchucks feel really cool. But again, I think about today, like, yeah, we love all Woodchucks players, past, present, future, whatever, all Woodchucks employees. But we got to give a special shout out to our boy Sam Nitsky, who pitched great today. Also pitched great a week ago. Didn't get the dub that game, but got it today. And yeah, Wausau native. It's homecoming season. And we saw that after the field. His group of people that wanted to say hi to him, take pictures, was crazy. Wausau loves Sam.
And you can totally see why he was a Northwoods League All-Star last year. Dude is talented.
Absolutely. Sam's got it. And yeah, we're huge fans here at Chucking It Up. Obviously, he was on, and he'll always be our dog here at Chucking It Up. So special shout out to Sam. Looked great today.
Yeah, and we don't want to hold you up anymore for the Galvin interview, but please keep subscribing, keep shouting us out. We have stickers at every game. Don't be shy. And I just want to let you guys know, our fans out there and all the players, we said we were going to do the ball 5 chant, and I think we've brought it. The energy today was great, but the ball 5 chant, we're there. We know you players love it. It's a thing. It has entered the borough, and it's not going to leave the borough.
Yeah, and again, if you're at a game, like, we're always down the third baseline. That's where we watch. Eric's at every game. He hosts. He's got season tickets, so he's at every game. He'll always have stickers. Come see us, and if you hear us chanting ball 5 or just any of our chants, join us. Let's make the borough.
We got to get it around the borough, not just down third. We got to pass that around.
Absolutely, and the players have told us they love the ball 5 chant. They love our chants. They love
the energy.
So join us and let's rattle whichever team we're playing.
And I'm not going to shout out other players, but I am today. Miles Van Den Heuvel from Fond du Lac, great sport. It was great chirping back and forth today and the playful banter, but bad day to be a dock spider.
Yes, it is. So great atmosphere today, and yeah, let's get that going all season, and let's make the borough a place where teams don't want to play.
Let's fear coming to the borough. Let's make it a nightmare. Let's make it a nightmare. But without further ado, we're going to hand it off. Joining us next on the pod is Home Run Derby champ, sweet swinging, sleeve wearing, Mr. Northwoods himself, Max Galvin.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me on, Eric and Dan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome to Chucking It Up.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here.
Yeah, so let's get the big news out of the way. Miami making it to the tourney.
Yeah, we're pumped. We're going to Hattiesburg, and we play Alabama first, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, first time they've made it since 2016. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team. It'll be a really good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so tell us about your time at Miami and how that's going.
Yeah, no, Miami's awesome. They've embraced me since day one, since I got there. Right now I'm hitting 2-hole behind Jake Ogden in front of Daniel Couvert, and it's been awesome. This whole team is basically brand new. There's 30 transfers, including freshmen, and there's only 6 returning players. And so it's been kind of a dynamic where kind of like a lot like summer ball, where people have to gel really quickly in order to win and, come together as a team. And so we've done a really good job of that, and we have the opportunity to take it to the next level here in the playoffs.
So speaking of transfers, you said there's a lot of Miami. How wild was the portal for you last summer, playing with the Chucks and being in the portal?
It was really wild. It was so wild that I had to take a week off and go on a bunch of visits and decide where I was going to go to school. And so Corey actually, allowed me to do that, and thankfully. And landed on Miami.
Yeah, so you're from Florida?
Yeah, but I was actually born in Dallas. I was born in Dallas, and then I moved to Florida when I was 15 to go to school
Okay.
at IMG, and then been in Florida ever since.
Okay, so did you always have your eye on playing for a Florida school?
Yeah, just because Florida's so awesome, you kind of don't want to leave once you get here. But yeah, Miami has been my dream school since as long as I can remember, and it's been an incredible experience playing here so far.
I see you were with Oklahoma State, but you didn't play a single game. But your parents both went to Oklahoma. How'd that work out? I bet they weren't too happy with that decision.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird dynamic in the household for sure, but no, they liked it. Oklahoma State was great to me, and they gave me a good opportunity coming out of JUCO, and so they respected him for it. And yeah, I had a great time at Oklahoma State, and I'm just glad it got me to Wausau.
So you were on the team and like traveled with the team and all that. You just didn't play.
Yeah. I took a redshirt year at Oklahoma State.
Okay,
So
nice.
with transferring, how big was the NIL in that? Did that play a role or not at all?
Yeah, it did. And obviously more schools have, better NIL than others. And so it kind of really comes down to like the donors and the pool money. It's a lot of different things. But that's secondary to, your relationship with the coaches and actually where you want to be, because if you get more NIL at a school that you necessarily don't like more than another, like is your experience going to be worth the amount of NIL that they're paying you? It's kind of toss up. So that really comes into play, and I got to filter through all that stuff out during the week of that I took off of summer ball to go to a bunch of schools and visit with the coaches and get a sense for what it was going to be like.
Yeah, so how did you land in Wausau to play for the Woodchucks?
Well, I was actually at Oklahoma State, and their coaches actually just told me that I was going there in the fall. So I had no idea what to expect because I had never previously been to the Northwoods at all, and yeah, I had no expectations at all for it. I was just really looking forward to it because it had been a while before I actually played baseball, like against in a real game. So the whole spring, I was really just looking forward to coming to Wausau and winning a bunch of games.
And that you did. You tore it up. 344 batting average, 84 hits, 18 doubles, 13 home runs, 70 RBIs, 19 stolen bases. You were the All-Star Game MVP. You dominated the home run derby. Did I miss
Set the
anything?
record. Yeah, set the record for RBIs in a single season for the Woodchucks. Tied the single season record for runs scored for the Woodchucks, which is crazy
And
after you didn't play the previous year.
right, and you took a week off in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good summer. It was a good summer. I had a really good time. It was great. Yeah, it was pretty surreal. I'm just blessed to have the opportunities that Corey gave me, and and that's what summer is for, is to kind of get your feet wet and to get in the lineup every single day and to produce. So yeah, in Wausau especially, I love playing there just because the fans, and then like you'd see them all around town. And then the Northwoods, you play every single day, so I didn't have to worry about off days and like getting in my head or anything. I just kind of showed up and did my thing every day.
Did you have any like worries that you may have some rust to knock off when you started playing for the Woodchucks?
Yeah, I did. I was kind of worried because I mean, I hadn't played in a real game since, I don't know, that previous spring. Not It had been like almost a year, and so yeah, of course, I was a little nervous until I think I hit the first home run in the second game versus Green Bay, and then from there it was just kind of, it was normal basically. Like it kind of got the ball rolling.
So when did you guys know that you were going to gel and you were on something? Like, how is it? It's got to be hard to gel that quickly. You only have 3 months. and you guys gelled, it seemed, very quickly.
Yeah. I think we went on a 9-game win streak. Was it to start? Yeah, it was to start.
Yes, to start.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I credit that to Corey because, I really like his coaching style. Like, he allows us to do what works for us, and he doesn't really change anything when things are working. And so whenever things are working, you just kind of roll with it, and you try to mimic the things that you did the day before. So I think a lot of the credit goes to him and managing all of us and getting to know each and every one of us and what works for us and what doesn't. And so luckily we found a bunch of stuff early that worked and just kind of ran with it.
Yeah, had you heard of the Northwoods League before you were told you were going to play in it?
Yeah. Of course I have. It's one of the biggest summer leagues in the country.
I saw you played in the Valley. Is that a summer league?
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah, I played there for 2 years. It's up there in Northern Virginia. It's like northwestern Virginia in this valley called the Shenandoah Valley. And it goes from like University of Virginia. They have a team in Charlottesville through Hattiesburg where JMU is. And then I think all the way up to Winchester. And so there's a summer league there too. It's good.
Yeah, so when you guys all come to the Woodchucks, obviously like you probably don't know most of the guys, and you don't have too long to get to know each other before you start playing. Like, how does that work? How do you guys build that chemistry so quickly?
I mean, I think we built it really quickly just because nobody really knew each other and nobody really knew anyone, even in Wausau too. So I think it was either like be alone and or to make friends. And so we would go eat breakfast every day at the Bear and at the 6th Street filling station too every morning. There would be like a large group of us that ate there, and then I'd get to the field early and play fungo golf with a lot of the pitchers, and I think I played weeks worth of hacky sack all summer. And so it was just little things like that, and then playing little games on the bus, like Moth in the back of the bus. That was really fun. And so little things like that, like helped us gel and helped us like get to know each other really fast.
What's the golf game you speak of?
The golf game? Oh, fungo golf?
Yeah.
It's where you get fungos, which are basically long, like skinny wood bats that coaches use to hit ground balls. You get a bunch of those and you get your own baseball and you pick out somewhere in the stadium or on the field. That's the hole. And then you basically play golf with it. Like you'll toss it up and soft toss it to yourself and try to hit it. So I remember playing fungo golf. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Playing fungo golf, trying to nail one of the Woodchuck signs above one of the bars from left field. And we were hitting line drives into the stadium. But you can cut that out. But no, we did a bunch of stuff, and then we went up to the top of the stands and then tried to hit like an ad on the wall, like one of the ads on the walls from the top of the nosebleeds. It's just stuff like that. It was awesome.
Did you ever hit one?
I don't know. I might have hit a couple balls like out of the back of the stadium. I don't know about the neighbors. I don't know how the neighbors felt about that, but hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Now that explains why when we get to the game, there's balls outside the stadium. Our kids love that, but that makes sense.
Yep, that's why.
Well, yeah, so we're obviously recording this on opening day. It won't come out till June 2nd, I think. But with the Woodchucks winning today, how important is it to get that first victory out of the way and get things rolling?
No, it's super important, especially for a new group of guys, just because it makes you feel like a team, basically. And then once you have that one win under your belt as a team, you're not really strangers anymore, if that makes sense. And so now it becomes kind of routine going into the next day. And so now you expect to win every day instead of like hoping for it, if that makes sense.
So you were talking about the grind that the Northwoods League presents where you play every day.
Mm-hmm.
Before coming to the Northwoods League, have you ever done a grind like that, or was that your first experience with something like that? And you said you enjoyed it, but there were parts you didn't like with that grind? Would you have liked an off day here or there?
I think we had a couple off days here and there, but I mean, honestly, I like playing so much just because if I ever got in like a cold streak or whatever, like I always knew that I could come out the next day and fix it right away. Like I didn't have time to like sit on it and think and for it to fester in my head and to kind of snowball. It just kind of was nipped early.
Hmm.
And so that's what I really liked about it. And whenever you're hot, you're really hot for a long time. Like a week is 7 games. And 7 games in college is like, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe sometimes. Like now, yeah, it's 3 weeks. So it's you get a lot more at bats really quickly, and so whenever you get hot, it's really hot, and whenever you get cold, you have a lot of at bats to really get yourself out of it really quickly. If that makes sense. So that's why I really liked it, and like honestly, um, like there's only so much you can do in like a foreign place that you've never been to, and so going to the field every day and messing around with the guys just gave us like purpose there in Wausau. And so, yeah, I think that's another reason why I didn't enjoy off days as much as like game days, basically, because that was the new normal.
So we talked to Jake Birkland, and he said the big thing, though, with playing every day was how he got ready for a game and how he prepared for a game. And when he first started, he was a freshman out of college. His brother, Jur, was like, "What are you doing? What are you warming up like?" Was there a change like that for you?
Yeah, because early I was lifting really heavy. I was warming up like a ton before the games, and eventually, like my body started to give out, and I started like feeling these aches and pains in places that I normally didn't, and so I kind of had to adjust what I was doing pre-game. And so what I started doing is I incorporated a lot more stretching and riding the bike more instead of like the heavy lifting. I just tried to get more mobility. And then before the game, like I would just stay loose and play a lot of hacky sack and throw the football and not try to wear myself out, if that makes sense. So it allowed my body to stay healthy the entire season and to not get hurt by pulling something or tearing something that I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Did the coaches like kind of tell you guys like since it's kind of a different schedule, a more intense like stuff not to do that or stuff to do, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the person, because if I'm a starting pitcher and I start once a week, I'm going to lift really heavy the day after I pitch because then I have 6 days to recover. Whereas I'm a reliever and I don't really know when I'm going to throw it exactly and how much I'm going to throw, then it really depends on that. That's tricky. Pitchers are tricky, but for me, I knew I was going to play every single day, and so I kind of had like my day and routine kind of laid out for me. But I mean, it's and some kids like a lot of the catchers would rotate in and out because catching is really tough on your body, and so if like a lot of the catchers would lift heavy after the game, like at night or something. And like if they were DHing the next day, it would just give their body like time to recover from it. So there's little things like that a lot of people did, which was really smart, and a lot of people gained a lot of muscle. Like CSJ, I think got up to 190. He was like keeping track of his weight and stuff like that. I think this season he's trying to get up to 200. Don't quote me on that, but you got to keep him to it.
He balled out today.
Yeah, he had a day
I saw
today.
he's player of the game.
3
Yeah.
stolen bases.
3 bags? No
He
way.
had 10 altogether.
I'll have to by the Chucks, 10
Yeah.
bags in one game. It's got to be some sort of record. What's Corey doing over there?
He is aggressive.
Yeah, he is. He's very aggressive. That's what I like about him too.
Did you have a like a pregame meal or routine or something that you follow every game?
Yeah, quick trip. We would always go to quick trip, and I would get like a bunch of snacks and sometimes not good healthy snacks, but
My guy.
yeah, I'd get a bunch of donuts. Oh my god, they're so good. Donuts, coffee. But I got a lot of like, I don't know, like water and Gatorade and stuff like that. But I always made sure to hit up the Quick Trip. That is my spot.
Do you have did you have a go-to from the hot spot, from the hot food at Quick Trip?
Ooh, the chicken. What was it? The chicken tenders, or it was either
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
or it was the croissant breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Croissant breakfast sandwich, especially those early morning bus rides to Madison or Fond du Lac or something like that.
Yeah, they had one of those this morning. They left at 7:30.
Yeah, to Kenosha, and Kenosha's a long way away. Yeah, stop at the Quick Trip, get a couple croissant breakfast sandwiches, cup of coffee, and then knock out on the bus all the way to Kenosha. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, the Quick Trip tenders are ridiculous. They're so big.
Oh, I know. I
And
spent
they're the best.
so much money there. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, but it was great.
Can you tell us how your experience was in the Northwoods League All-Star game, the one you dominated the whole week?
Yeah, the All-Star game. All-Star game
Yeah.
was great. It was actually a really, really fun weekend. I drove there. I drove a few of the guys actually. I think I drove Max, Plum. I drove Max, Plum. Who else was there?
Adiel?
Adiel, yeah. And then
Jorge?
Jorge. We had
You had 8, I believe.
yeah, we had 8 dudes, which is insane. Going to the All-Star game, but it was honestly a really, really good experience. You know, there was like this whole ceremony and stuff like that, and then like right before the home run derby, I'm driving to the field with I think Max and Plum. I think were in my truck, and I like checked my phone at a stoplight, and I get pulled over like 10 minutes before the home run derby. I get a ticket for being on my phone, like, and we're all dressed out in our uniform. Like we're in uniform in my truck, like right next to the field, and I get a ticket, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the both. Like me and Max are in the home run derby. Like we got to go, and the guy's like, no, you checked your phone. And so I think it was like kind of one of those things that had to happen in order for us to win, you know, the home run derby.
Yeah,
That
I was
sounds
watching
like-
it on TV. You came up and just blew the doors off the hinges.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it was
You and
really
Max.
fun. I had a good BP thrower, Kelton, the lefty BP thrower. Oh, he's awesome. He's feeding it right in the zone.
That sounds like the Scottie Scheffler situation.
Yeah, exactly. No, my gosh. Yeah, so that was kind of nuts.
Yeah, so what did you think of Athletic Park the first time you saw it?
I was shocked, honestly, because in the valley where I was the previous 2 summers, it's like high school fields and like small time deal. And I like walked into Athletic Park, and I was honestly shocked at like the sheer size of it. And, you know, the first home game, like opening day, like the amount of fans that came and the amount of fans that stayed through the rain, you know, because it rained in opening day last year. But no, it was amazing. I loved it. Like every night there was guaranteed a couple thousand people there. And that, like at the time, that's the most amount of people that I played in front of. And so, yeah, that was a really, really, really cool experience.
Yeah, so I see that you come from a pretty athletic family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to say the least. Yeah. I'm probably the least athletic in my family, to be honest. My dad went to Omaha with the Oklahoma Sooners in '95. My mom played soccer at University of Oklahoma. My sister currently plays soccer at University of Virginia. I have 3 little sisters, including the one that plays soccer at Virginia. The other 2, one has been on varsity basketball since she's been in 6th grade, and she's going into her sophomore year now. Since the 6th grade, she's been on varsity.
What a bucket.
That's crazy, yeah.
And the same thing with the other one who's been on varsity swim and who's training to be a junior Olympian since the 6th grade too. So I'm kind of last on the totem pole since I went to JUCO first, but I mean, I look at JUCO like, I don't know. I love JUCO. But anyway, I was last on the totem pole for a long time until I went to Wisconsin.
You're Mr. Northwoods. They can't say anything about that.
Exactly.
Speaking of the Northwoods League, what was your favorite stadium that you played in that wasn't Athletic Park over the summer?
Oh, dude, it's got to be Madison, right?
Gross.
It has to be.
But I agree. They have a nice stadium.
It's a nice stadium. I liked it because they were really, really, really good, and so were we. And so you knew it was going to be a dogfight of a game. And plus, you put 10,000 people in the stands, it just makes the stakes that much higher. And so I really enjoyed the road trips over there, just because it was A+ baseball all around. It's the best competition versus the best competition, and so that's what I thrive for. So I would look forward to that road trip going down to Madison, and I'm sure they looked forward to coming up to Wausau too. And so, yeah, mainly the Mallards. I hated them so much.
Yes, we love you.
I hated them so much. That's what made it so much better whenever we beat them. You know, so yeah, I really like playing in Madison.
You're one of us.
Yeah, that's right. I hate them so much. Oh my gosh. I wish I could have stayed for the last two playoff games. I really wish I could.
It was brutal.
Yeah, it made me so mad.
Results might have been different, but
Yeah, they would have. I know I was supposed to leave. I think the day before, but I don't know. I think I made it so that I stayed for the first game of the playoffs in Madison. So I think we won there too. So that was
Yes, that was the most electric game. Game 1 in Madison.
Jake Berkeley hit his first bomb.
First ever, I think, in his baseball career, I believe.
Home run in the playoffs. First Madison of all people at the biggest stadium. Yeah, that was pretty electric. Jake Berkeley, man.
Caleb White got that big strikeout and launched his glove to the dugout.
Yes.
So good.
Slim. Slim's my dog. I miss all those guys so much. We still keep.
Okay, that was my question. If you kept in touch with them.
Yeah, we have a team. We have a team group chat, and we're always lighting it up every time somebody does something good and in their schools or whatever. But now CSJ was going off in it today because of his day. So yeah, it's really good to hear from those guys.
So how does it feel to star in a children's book?
That whenever I saw that on your story, I couldn't believe it. I'm just holding it against my sisters now because they can't say anything, you know? Because I'm the guy with the children's book named after him, so they can't say anything. No, but I'm shocked and honored too. I need a copy of that book.
I'm working on it.
I'll sign a copy for him too and ship it over there.
Yeah, I'm working on it. The author is going to sign it. She's going to give it to me on Thursday at the Woodchuck's home opener, and I'm shipping it out the next day to you.
Perfect.
So just DM me your address.
I will. I'll DM it to you. Yeah, and so I'll sign it and get it back to you, and send me an extra copy if you could. But yeah, no, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. That's why I love Wausau so much. Is just because, if everybody kind of knows everybody, and I'll go around town and people recognize the Woodchucks at a local restaurant or something, and so that's always really, really cool. And you see the same kids every game. They start to know you, and you start developing a relationship and friendship with them, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool because there's probably so many kids who wanted to be Max Galvin or Jake Berklin, and so cool.
It's probably because of the pink sleeve.
Yeah, pink sleeve. Funny story about the pink sleeve. I wore it one game, and my grandparents watched every single game. And so after the game that I wore it for the first time, because I was just I don't know, it looks cool, and my arm kind of hurts, so I'm going to put it on. They were lighting up our family group chat, what is Max hiding under his arm? Did he get a tattoo? Did he get a tattoo? Are you serious? And I was just I'm not telling. I didn't confirm or deny anything. I just kind of kept wearing it the entire season.
That's funny.
So the next time I saw them, they were checking for tattoos on my forearm.
So,
That's funny.
do you have superstitions like that?
I mean, I guess I did that summer just because I was going off. But no, I'm the least superstitious baseball player probably ever, honestly. I think you can wake me up in the middle of the night and put a bat in my hand and I'll still take it deep. I don't care. No, I don't care at all.
So the goal now is obviously to get drafted.
Yeah, well, the goal now is to win a regional at Hattiesburg, and then to win the super regional after that, which is probably going to be in Nashville at Vanderbilt. And then after that is Omaha. So we just got to win 5 games in a row in order to go to Omaha. And so if we go on a run like the Chucks did, 9 in a row, we should be sitting pretty.
But then you look towards the draft.
Yeah, I look forward to it. The draft is what it is. It's very unpredictable, and if you set expectations, it can only kind of work against you. So I'm just trying to keep my focus off of that as much as I can, even though it's super exciting, and I'm looking forward to it, and just kind of on like the next thing that's going on.
Are you a senior this year?
I'm a redshirt junior, so I have another year of eligibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay at Miami for that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's the plan. That's the plan. I love it here. Weather's great. Baseball is even better. Playing for the Miami Hurricanes is special too. So I love it.
Do you have any NIL deals with any products or anything? Or commercials or local deals?
Yeah, I actually just did a commercial with this company called Pretzelized. I think they pretzelize these like chips, and I should say pretzels because in the commercial I was trying to convince my teammate that they're pretzels, and so yeah, it's on my Instagram. It's actually pretty funny. It's like the first thing that I've done as far as like acting and stuff like that, but it's like something super light. Like I don't know, it was pretty funny, and so that was a really good experience. They came and like filmed at our field. It was like a professional setup too. It was pretty sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any cards out there, like baseball cards that you know of?
I do. I just got one. I just got one pack from Miami, and so if I have any extras, I'll ask my teammates and I'll ship you some.
That'd be really sweet.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're big collectors, so gotta ask that.
Yeah. They're actually pretty cool.
So is there one song that gets you pumped up that makes you want to kick the door off the hinges?
Oh yeah.
What
And
would that song be?
my teammates will vouch for me too. Well, my walk-up song last year in Wausau was "Down with the Sickness" by Disturbed, and that was really good. But I've kind of morphed into a Limp Bizkit guy. I don't know if y'all know what Limp Bizkit is, and so
for sure.
right now my walk-up song is "Rollin'" by Limp Bizkit, and so that song gets me pumped up, honestly. But anything Limp Bizkit, System of a Down, Red Hot Chili Peppers just gets me going. Pearl Jam, yeah, Limp Bizkit. Fred Durst is my guy. So, yeah.
Have you seen him live?
No, I haven't. I want to so bad. I saw a crazy video of him like a couple months ago in Argentina. It was nuts. But I watched that documentary, Woodstock '99. I don't know if y'all have seen it. And
Oh
that
yeah.
opened my eyes to everything. And so, yeah, Limp Bizkit, dude. Oh my gosh, I go nuts. I go absolutely nuts.
All right, and then we'll leave you with one final question.
Mm-hmm.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, obviously not.
Yeah, boy! Here we go.
Obviously not a
Yes!
sandwich. If it was a sandwich, I would have 2 pieces of bread.
Thank you. It's about damn time.
Yeah.
You're the-
I think you could probably argue that a hot dog is similar to a taco, but Even then, I think it's its own thing.
We asked that to every guest, and you're the first one to say no. Everyone else said it was a sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone else is wrong. Everyone else.
Thank you,
Yeah.
They're
Mr.
wrong.
Northwoods, for the W.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're wrong. Oh my gosh. Is Jake Birkeland up there yet?
No, he actually got a hernia,
No
and he's
way.
hoping to be here as soon as the doc says go.
That guy's gritty.
A dog.
He'll be here if. Hey, I'm honestly shocked that the doctor is keeping him off right now. That guy's gritty.
Yeah, we're waiting for him.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, good luck in the tournament. Hopefully, you make it all the way. But it was really great to have you on. Really enjoyed the time. You'll always be Mr. Northwoods in our book.
Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Pleasure. I hope to see y'all soon.
All right,
Yeah, maybe we'll see you later this summer.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, bye guys.
See ya.
All right, see ya.